Thank you. Welcome back to ESA Winter 2020. I'm going to be running the game that started my speedrunning career, World Evolution starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Thanks to the intonation instead of being met, we're running as Donald. So you guys ruined the Mickey block. But that's fine. Donald's cool too, so it's Donald Mouse or something.
Dolan Police.
So this is Grook. We run co-op together. Good friend. We grew up in the same town. He went to school with my brother, and we just ended up being friends. Way like 20 years later. And this is Beatrim, all the way from America. He runs a lot of Mickey games, Master System games, and he's going to be helping me about telling you guys about oscillating movement and Donald being too big to fit into certain passages.
Too fat.
He's too fat, yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to check that my controls are set, because I use type 2, and we are set to Donald. And you want to do the honors, Grook, with a button? 3, 2, 1, go! Thank you, guys. Thank you. We're starting up here in the forest, and right off the bat, we're gonna come to the seesaws, where we're gonna see our first glitch of the game. If I do this right, we should be able to skip most of it. We go.
Nice. And this is a perfect trick as well, so he got it really quickly then.
That was fine.
You're going to periodically see him try to jump off the end of a platform, and he may get a big boost out of it, and he might not. And that's because the movement has, 4 states that it cycles through?
Something like that.
4 or 5 states. And so you're actually going at one of those 4 or 5 speeds. So you might get a nice long jump, or just kind of fall on your face. I think it's a little less important with the Donald route, but...
Yeah, there are areas with Mickey where you really want to keep your momentum. And Donald is, yeah, you're right, less important. Even so, when it comes to the speedrunning category, there's a lot of prestige in the Mickey route, and Donald's not really there yet. The Mickey route has been so optimized over the years. I want to give a shout out to the people that inspired me to really get better in this game. There was a long rivalry between myself, Tenebrae, and Darbian, and Charlian at some point. Right now, I am, I think, 7th on the leaderboard, and there's Montgomery's crushed the game recently with some newfound glitches. Basically, there's an extension of what Beecham explained with the slope jumps, where you crawl over ledges, and you can get insane forward momentum, and you can retain that speed by keeping jumping. So that saves like 15 seconds in a 15-minute run. So this is the only real RNG part in the game, where the spider will ascend for the 5th hit. I'm gonna take a chance that he's gonna ascend in the middle. So I'll position myself over here. Facing left. No, there we go. Facing left. Right, I mean. So I'm gonna see if we get lucky here. We did not. But that's okay. That is only a few seconds, and I'm still on PB pace, because I don't have a run on the leaderboard for this category. But I will after this run.
It's true that you had never done a Mickey run as a ESA, right?
No, I have.
You have one.
ESA 12.
Okay. Yeah, and after that, you've been running as Donald the whole time, because in the co-op run, you also run as Donald.
That is true.
There's not too much to this level. It's just
East.
fly through and
Stay safe and try to grab as many of the power-ups as you can. I really do not like this part of the level. Music stunk though, but like the oscillating movement speed here on the leaf is... There's a 50-50 chance that I'm going to die. I'll just say that.
Agree.
Yeah.
It's bad. This and the rafts, which you'll see coming up.
Oh yeah,
soon.
In the middle of the third level.
Yeah.
So what I'll try to do is I'll try to start running, then jump. And that will probably help me not die. Because if I don't have forward momentum when I jump, I'll just not make the... I'll end up missing the raft. So there's 2 scary sections here. I'm gonna be slow. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna take it slow and... Take it slow, take it easy, and we got through. Now it's... Whew! Relief.
Here you'll see some of that momentum boosting, hopefully.
Yeah, so you see I'll almost fall off the cloud. All of them, because I'll get some additional movement forward. So up here, I'm going to try to preserve my movement forward and beat the birds. We'll see how...
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh!
Yeah, I was... He...
That bird is horrible. It has killed many co-op runs. It has killed many solo runs because this stage is in both in all 3 categories. In Mickey, in co-op, and in Donald.
We found out once in a live marathon that you're able to soft lock here. So normally there's a killing plane at the bottom. Here we go. That's still fine. I'm gonna beat the birds here. So anyway, there's a killing plane which doesn't get triggered if you get hit by a bird. So you can get stuck there with one character, and if the other character dies, he'll respawn somewhere in the level to the left. But since one character is just stuck in limbo, it's a soft lock. There we go. It looks like we have a donation.
We do indeed. We have $5 from Nepomuk that says, Edenal will be beautiful. We are only $2,160 away from that, so plenty of time to achieve Edenal's favourite ever donation incentive.
The movement speed comes into play with this level as well. You start out at full speed, and as long as he keeps holding right,
and don't bump into
and don't bump onto the floor, right?
Yeah.
Then he'll retain his speed.
Here I'm actually resetting myself, but you can see my horizontal movement was 0, so I can reset myself to full speed. Normally, if I was good on life here, I would hit these... Ooh, come on. What? He's not going upwards. I don't know. Normally I would just hit those spikes there, but I need to preserve my health here a bit. Or since I died, I might just need to go take the cake of shame. But that is fine. Should be plenty good on the estimate. So normally, like, if you're playing as Mickey, you would just crawl underneath the little gap here, but Donald can't fit. So he'll need to come in here and turn around and go out again.
Why is it that he can't fit, Grook?
Donald is too fat.
Correct.
And in this category, he doesn't have Mickey that can pull him into the gap.
Yeah.
And further on that stage.
I do not like this stage. I'll just say that there are fishes that are out for you.
Oh. And he missed the invincibility there. The card up in the palm tree.
That was close. This level is so incredibly treacherous. No. Nope.
And this stage also makes the speedrun a bit longer than the Mickey route. Especially since there's no levels that you can skip in the Donald route.
If you're off your momentum, they'll just come and bite you. Well, that's fine. While we're suffering here, why don't you read a donation, Robo?
I'd love to. We have $111 from Vela Couch,
Thank you so much.
who writes, "Thanks to ESA for the great event. It's always fun to watch the awesome games and the great runners. Much love from Austria." Thanks again for the very generous donation.
Like, there's no way you can make this jump. That goddamn fish.
Blame the fish.
Oh yeah, I will blame the fish. Okay, this part is over. Good.
More swimming section. Well, now getting into the shipwreck. There are a lot of holes, treacherous holes, and also swordfish and starfish that are attacking from all fronts.
I will just grab the cake of shame here. I will, because it's given that I'm low in health, it's gonna save time later.
Also, these tridents, you can keep momentum by.
Oh, that was wrong.
Yeah, by not doing that, by crawling. And when I say swordfish, I of course I mean sharks with sauce on them.
There's a glitch you can do here, which is crawl skip, but it's barely faster. I just like to do it the old-fashioned way. Basically, what you do is you do not crawl; you rather duck, and there we go. You duck and you press up and down, up and down, up and down, and you just wiggle your way through. So while we're waiting for the shark here, do you want to read the donation, Robo?
I will indeed. Thank you to Caesar Martins 12 for the $5, who writes, "Land of Illusion hype!
Right.
Good luck, Beatrim, in your run. I'll be watching."
Thank you, Cesar.
This boss behaves the same every time if you position yourself the same every time you do this.
Correct. So you want him, he's always going to come from the left initially, then he's going to jump you, and then he's going to come from the right. Small glitch, you go to the right and you trigger the upwards movement.
Don't work. That doesn't work in
Doesn't work in co-op, no.
And here we have another
Nope.
glitch. No, we don't.
We are not going up there.
Oh yeah,
because
right.
we're going to the right here.
Yes,
In Mickey, you'll go straight up there, but the Donald route is. I don't want to fall in there. Donald route is just going around. So you need to go through the bookcase here, which is arguably the worst part of the route.
Even worse than the water section with the
Yes, very much worse.
rafts. No.
Very, very much worse.
Also a little visually disappointing. I can see what they're going for, but it's kind of... You know, they want it to look like a storybook that you're in, with little pop-outs and everything, but it doesn't
really fly.
It doesn't look great.
I skipped a question mark bag there because it contains fireworks, which kills all the enemies on screen and stops the game for like 5 to 10 seconds. Which is annoying because there's like 3 enemies trying to attack you at that point. So you need to dodge the enemies and you need to dodge the question mark bag. So here we enter my favorite part of the game, Candyland. Arguably also my this is usually where I perform best in the game. Let's see if I can get this.
The music is also good.
I just like how the movement here is very fluid.
If you linger on those clouds, you get stuck. But since he's jumping really fast, he could retain that upward movement and get higher than he would otherwise.
You probably didn't notice, but I made 2 jumps that are normally impossible if you don't do the ledge jump. This stage was super smooth, which is why I like it. I just usually get in the zone here. So we're coming up to the boss, Madame. Let's see if I can. Oh, yes, I got the. I'm on pace for the quick kill. Yes, there we go. Nice.
Nice, very nice.
To get the quick kill, you need to hit her twice before she moves to the left, and then it's free after that.
Second hit is very tight. So.
Yes, it's very tight, and it saves like 1 second, but it's cool.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
We can take a moment here to explain how his attack, how it works, because you can see it's both a cape and there's like stars coming from it. The stars are only stunning the enemies, while the cape is actually hurting them. So you can do hits where just the stars hit the enemies, and therefore they won't die. Especially in this stage and in the next one, because you always want to jump and hit the enemies to retain your movement forward.
You know what his attack isn't?
It's not a butt stomp.
That's correct. Only the best Mickey games have butt stomps.
Well, this is not a Mickey game. This is a
Donald game.
Well, it's a Mickey and Donald game.
This section is also a Donald only section.
Correct. This is Donald only. Mickey would get invited to dinner. Let's see. But Donald gets to do the maze.
And these woodpeckers are... This is the only place in the game you find them. So if you only played Mickey route, you haven't seen them before. They are quite weird.
Oh. Donald, please. I really like this game, how it adds replayability between Mickey and Donald.
And co-op.
And co-op, yeah, exactly. So we're going into the final part of this stage and the game. So while we're here, and the game is lagging quite a lot, which is fine. It means that attacking enemies are pretty much useless because they don't work. I want to give some more shoutouts to the World of Illusion community, Mint Montgomery, Stone Age Marcus, Gatosaur, Darbian, Tenebrae, everyone who's been involved in developing this game. There's so many runners of this game in particular. I think it's one of the top 5 played games on the Genesis on Speedrun.com. It's just a very accessible game, and I recommend it for anyone who want to try speedrunning. It's very quick to learn, and there's a very helpful community that resides in the Skeletor Discord.
You can see that.
Yeah, he was stunned there. I'm gonna go for a crawl boost here. Let's see if we can. Oh, we didn't get it.
Especially the accordion guys that lag a lot, since all the 3 sections are different sprites, so they are way heavier to load than the other cards.
That's fine. I've got enough health to beat the final boss. So the timing ends on... When does it end? Fade out?
Fade out, yeah.
fine. So, like, one more hit left. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna do the text button first. Text box, that's the word. Really glad I got to be part of the Mickey block. Oh, damn it! There we go. Underestimate. Amazing. Thank you, Gruk. Thank you, Beatring. Thank you, everyone behind me. Thank you, everyone at home and everyone who's been following ESA. I won't drag this on anymore. I want us to move on to Beatrim here with Land Evolution.
Land Evolution.
What the? We're not there yet.
We are less than $2,000 away from it, Edenal. It's happening.
It's not happening. It's still 2,000 and we're not cheating. And
of course we're not cheating.
no, we're not cheating.
Because these people are very, very generous and they want to help save the children and they want to help a really wonderful cause.
I wonder which cause you're more passionate about.
I'm just passionate about saving the children.
I can get behind that. So, thank you. Next up is Beatrim.
Right before we go, we do have a $5 donation for you from Stone Age Marcus. He says, Donald, hype! Do me proud, Edenal, and I trust that you have. So it looks like you did.
Yep. Oh, before we move on, we need to watch this. This is important. All the Well Evolution runners knows this. Super important. And we have time, yeah, we have time. A lot of the Japanese developers took made-up names for... that was not the one. Made-up names for... because it was not very prestigeful to... Here you go. Special thanks to Bert. Yes! Now we're done. Thank you.